Please don't make the same mistake as me, please. I've been on my walk with God for a couple years now, and I thought I was bigger than the program. So this happened 4 months ago, literally in February. Folks started getting a little money and started feeling themselves a little too much. I'm like, okay, I'm at a point in my life where I can get a high rise, I can get whatever I want. So I started going on apartment tours. Now, mind y'all, there is nothing wrong with where I live at right now. But I will say the only reason I originally moved here is because I didn't have a real job back then, so I didn't have no real proof of income, and this was the only place that would accept my influencer checks. So I'm like, okay, I'm on somebody's payroll now, like I can get whatever I want. I legit was going on Atlanta apartment tours for almost like 2 months straight, and I'm talking about every single week. I'm going on 2 to 4 tours a day. And if you know anything about Atlanta, the best time to move here is in the winter because they be running them apartment deals. But still, as I was touring, of course I'm praying about it, but I'm just not hearing from God. I'm like, God, why can't I hear you giving me a clear answer on where to go? So I took that as, okay, maybe I just haven't found the right place yet. I just need to keep looking. After I already looked at about 15 apartments, I kid y'all not. So I had to do this fast with my church, and that was the hardest fast of my life. So I'm like, surely the Lord is gonna give me an answer, right? No! That whole week, I ended up not even praying for like anything for myself for real. Nevertheless, it happened that way for a reason. Because during that week, I did a heart check. And the following week, the Lord showed me that the only reason I really wanted that apartment was for aesthetics. I got caught up in all of the vanity that goes on in Atlanta and in the influencer world, shoot, all around us. And I was not stewarding what I already had. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with where I'm at. And it's pretty aesthetic here too. I really just wanted a high rise. And one thing I learned from touring apartments so much is sometimes you will have to compromise on one little thing. But it seemed like with the apartments that I kind of liked, I was having to compromise on more than one thing. So that's how I knew like something is up. So I talked with this lady who gave me my first job in high school. I really look up to her. She has several businesses. She has a lot going for herself, and she's a real woman of God. I'm telling her the situation, and she was like, Jordan, I'm not gonna lie to you. When God is not speaking to you or giving you the answer you want, maybe you just need to be still and not do anything. I'm like, dang, I done fasted. I was still when I fasted. I gotta keep being still. Yeah. So I literally stopped going on tours. I even stopped praying about it. I just got fed up, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I just need to focus on staying where I'm at. Lo and behold, when they gave me my renewal papers, they said I could continue to get 2 months off free, so I was able to prorate my rent and keep the low rate that I got when I first moved in. Like my good brother Paul said, just because you could doesn't mean you should. While I had the money to afford a better apartment, it also kind of would have put me in a weird place. Because if you know me, you know I'm barely home. So it's like, why would you spend $2,500 on an apartment you barely at? The math just wasn't mathing, and I'm extremely happy that I decided to stay where I'm at. Because this economy is insane. And honestly, I've grown to love the apartment I'm at even more. Like the community, the location, everything. And I still don't have a problem paying my rent. So yeah, if you feel like God is leading you to stay where you're at and not move, please don't feel bad about that. Because I decided to stay where I'm at, I live a very comfortable life. And I'm only 24, like I can get a high rise whenever. I still got my whole life ahead of me, God willing. So yeah, don't rush it. Pray and God will give you the answer you need. Bye y'all.